Okay, welcome back for part 3. There are a lot of parts to this, I know. But we're on bookcase 3. Once again, I've read some of these, haven't read others, can't recommend them to everyone, but I hope you find some good recs. So, this first one is The Wrong Way Home. Absolutely loved it last year. It's about a girl who her mom escapes with her from a cult, and the girl doesn't understand that it's a cult, and so she's trying to spend time getting back to the cult, trying to figure out where it was, how to get back. But she's also experiencing the outside world. And so it's just a really great healing story that I relate to for some reasons. This is the same author's debut, and I was so excited to find this at the thrift store. Like, I am going to read that. Over here we've got Wonder, which is a very pivotal book for me. So I'm excited to read Pony by the same author. That's her newer one. Also really excited to read Pax. I've heard this one is just like really heartwarming and sweet and sad. The first book of the Wingfeather Saga, On the Edge of the Dark Sea of Darkness. Such a goofy name. I really like the series. The first one's not the best of the series. The fourth one just absolutely blows my mind. Like, I really love it. So definitely recommend that series. City Spies. This is representing all 5 of the books I've read. I'm reading number 6 right now, and then number 7 comes out like later in February, or maybe already. I'm not sure. But yeah, just love this series. It's kid appropriate, but like very adventuresome. Okay, so over here on the left, we have The Westing Game, which absolutely blew my mind the first time I read it. I didn't know you could do that many point of views, but also make the story interesting and you care about everyone. And I absolutely love this little mystery. This is my newest obsession in sci-fi. They're like a series of novellas. Full Speed to a Crash Landing, How to Steal a Galaxy, Last Chance to Save the World. They are so clever, and the main character is an anti-hero, and the guy that's chasing her is in love with her. They do have some adult themes, and they're pretty sweary, but they are really good. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I somehow missed the memo that the main character was Jewish. So when I was reading it, I was like, why has this not been in my life before? Because I'm Jewish and I love Jewish books. It's a little, like, creepy, but also, like, really good. The Harry Potter books, I read the first one. I don't know if I'm going to continue on with the series just because they get enormous. But you know, I'm glad I read the first one. Rosetown reminded me so much of myself as a child, so I'm excited to read Rosetown Summer. And then there's our Gary Schmidt section. I've only read one of them, but he's one of Joshua's favorite authors, so we collect his books as we find them. I found my first Dorothy Sayers book, Murder Must Advertise, at the thrift store, and I was like, well, I gotta read that. It's a mystery. She's one of the Inklings. I know hardly anything about her. Gotta read it. The Winter of the Dollhouse is one I just impulse bought because it looks really good and I love doll books that are not creepy. Jeeves and the Leap of Faith is the second in a series that's like written in the style of Jeeves and Wooster. But Jeeves is like a spy and stuff, so super cool concept. This is my Tony Shalhoub book representing all of the many ones I've read by her. In Search of a Prince is just so good. It's like Princess Diaries, but Black in Africa, Christian, just so good. And then my 2 favorite Storm Schultz books. Over here we have Orphan Island, which is like middle grade I absolutely love. It's got like coming of age themes and some darker themes too, kind of like Peter Pan, but I really like it. When You Reach Me, fantastic, like time travel, sci-fi, mystery, just, you're gonna love it. All the Crooked Saints, absolutely love it. I read it twice. The first time I didn't love it because I didn't really understand it. And the second time I was like, oh wow. And then I'm going to read the Scorpio Races when November rolls around. Okay, we're almost done with this bookcase. So I'm getting tired, but I will persevere. So we have the Mysterious Benedict Society. I have the whole series, but I'm just representing one of them. Absolutely love that series. I didn't know what to expect when I first read it. It had been compared to Harry Potter. And I was like, wait, does it have magic? And then I was like, no, it doesn't have magic. But it's just compared to it as like one of the quintessential middle grade series, I'd say. So I'm super glad to have read that. A Recipe for Trouble right here. Alice Eclair Spy Extraordinaire series. I read that last year and I was like, this girl, I need more books about her. Because she's literally a young, like, I don't remember if she's like 10 or 12, pastry chef who's also a spy. And that is like my dream job. So, you know, gotta love that. Egg Marks the Spot is the second book in the Skunk and Badger books. We have the other one, but it's packed up because we need more space. And it is so cute. Oh my gosh. So I need to read this one. And then The Hate U Give is a, like, contemporary urban fiction story. It's YA. Definitely got some rough themes because it's about police brutality and racial tensions, but also you're, like, rooting for the main character so much. A lot of the rest of these are his books. Oh, I do see over here, like way far on the left. No, the right, sorry. The Murderbot Diaries by Martha Wells. My new obsession. Like, I just love that character. And it is adult sci-fi, so go into it with content warnings. But, oh man, so good. Okay, so I'm holding the camera with both hands, so I won't be able to point. So you'll just have to follow along. But we've got Project Hail Mary, which is on my TBR for this year. I'm very excited about that. Very excited for the movie. Next up, we have The Martian, which is one of my favorite books. I did read a self-censored for language copy, like years back. But I love the movie of that, so I just know Project Hail Mary is going to be really good. You see there, we have Kira, If the Stars Awaken, A Dream of Flight, and then one other little shorty. Those are my books. So it's just a dream come true to have them on my shelves. It's amazing. I look at them and I'm like, wow, that happened. Let's see. Oh, The Mystery of the Clockwork Sparrow. Kind of historically set fiction with, like, puzzles and, well, it's like more of a mystery and, like, spies and just, it's really good. I don't know how to explain it. Just read it. It's very adventuresome and very fun. The Unsung Hero of Birdsong USA was the first book I read where I learned about what happened to Black veterans after World War II. And I was like, ooh. So, definitely read that one. Finally Seen was a more recent find. Middle grade contemporary Asian immigrant representation. And just lovable characters. And then over there on the right, oh yes, you can see where we had to cut a hole in the back of the bookshelf so that Wi-Fi could plug in. Very classy. Over there on the far right, you see The Book Thief, which is probably my all-time favorite book. Like, I've annotated it It's another self-censored copy because I read it a long time ago when I was much younger. I've annotated it. I've reread it at least once, and then I buddy read it with Joshua. Just, that book changed my life.